Welcome to Jay's podcast.
We have Alexi here for our podcast. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, guys. Thanks for having me.
Alexi, closer, please. Thank you.
that's
Yeah,
all right.
keep it there. Yeah. Yeah. Look, we got to do what we got to do. We have a class running in background. You know, we've got 3 kids, Alexi's kids here, so we got to make it work somehow. So,
There we go.
hello,
There's one.
here we go.
Please, thank you.
Okay, so obviously we all know Alexi. Like he's on the poster since I started Muay Thai, and now he's still on the poster. So it's been 10 years. So he's been a long
Can't let go.
fighter. But you know, just in case young generation that don't know you, can you just introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. So, guys, hi. I'm Alexi Petroulias, or Alex the Great Petroulias. I've been fighting for a long time. Since 2008.
2008. Oh my
Eight.
God.
Or
Yeah.
10, 9. My first fight in 2009, I think it was.
Wow.
So it's about 15 years plus. Yeah, 15
Yeah.
plus years.
What titles or like achievement have you?
So I had started with the WBC Vic welterweight, then got the WBC welterweight national and WKA national. Then I moved down in weight, went to super lightweight, got the national title there. And then I got WKN super lightweight title. So I got a couple.
Oh my God.
I did 8 men.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
yeah.
a couple.
A couple.
Just
Yeah.
a couple.
He's still fighting, but now you're also a coach and a promoter. Yeah, but we will touch base on that roles a little bit. Let's go into the first few days of your, not few days, like few years of your training. Because I know you moved gym to Egg Blade. Just tell us a little bit about, you know, where you start and then
You want some background?
when you moved to Egg Blade.
All right. Look, I used to train at Melbourne Martial Arts a very long time ago. And that was under Nick Curra. I actually saw him after a fight when it was, I don't know if you guys remember No Respect, Tarek Selak's big event they used to have at Vodafone Arena.
That was way before.
Oh, that was,
Muay Thai.
probably before you were born.
Yeah, we're probably doing ballet and all.
Yeah. So look, I saw Nick Curra fight on it. It was like a Mike Zambides versus Gurkhan Ozkan. And then I watched that show, and then I saw Nick Curra at Chapel Street having a suva after. So, and I actually had a chat with him. I was excited to see him because he was a sick fight, whatever, and had a chat with him and gave me his card, and I started training at Melbourne Martial Arts. And then training there for a bit, moved on.
Keep going, Alexi.
I went, yep, she's gone. there we go.
Yep, now it's better.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Alexi.
So yeah, I was training at Melbourne Martial Arts for a bit. Then I went away for a little bit. I went to the army. Then I came back. But I wanted to fight. So I started fighting out of Melbourne Martial Arts. Yeah, and had my first couple of fights, not under Nick. He disappeared. He went back to Thailand for a few years, and I was training under the trainer there. There we go.
Now we've got Alexi's kids.
Kids are a menace. So I was having my fight journey at Melbourne. Then we moved to Fight Club. So I followed him there and started the next chapter of my career there. I was with that trainer for about 20 odd fights. So I had about 20 fights under him.
Yeah.
And then I needed more clinching time, and I saw Boy and the team at 8 Blades, and I'm like, oh shit, these guys are good, you know. Even my trainer said, I'm gonna go clinch with them, go do some training with them. Then I got there, and I just saw it completely different. It's not just the skill set, but the way the coach treated his students. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so much respect. I didn't get that. And it was completely. I was foreign to me. And then I was training with 8 Blades for a little bit. Had a couple of fights while still doing some clinching with 8 Blades. And after one fight in particular, I was in a 4-man tournament, and I got eliminated in the first round. And then we're in the back room, and my trainer, he fucking drilled me. Like, he was yelling at me, nonstop in front of all the trainers and students that were in the venue, and it was sort of embarrassing. And then it was the turning point for me. I'm like, this guy already spent the money before the fight was finished. Know what I mean? So there was a $5,000 cash prize at the end, and back then I used to give him half my purse, and that was a lot of money. So he would have already spent that money, and I didn't get the money. So yeah. Anyway, that was a turning point. Then I said, you know what? I need to go to 8 blades. Like the training's better, the coach is better, everything's just better, more advanced, and yeah. And then I transitioned into 8 blades.
Yeah. And is that different when you move to egg
Ah,
blade?
completely
Yeah.
different. Because I was supposedly like at a higher level in Victoria. You know, you're one of the elite guys in Victoria, and then you go to 8 blades, and you know, I'm fucking clinching and spending half the time on the floor. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how are you supposed to be at the top level when you're on the floor? It's like whatever I thought I knew was it wasn't good. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I had some aspects that were good, but man, I got schooled.
Mm. And who
But
were there in the team at that
it
time?
was a small team. It was Alex, Chris Newen,
Mm.
Ross was around. He was just starting his career. Adrian, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. There wasn't a massive team. It was just like a small thing. And you know, Alex had like 1 or 2 fights, and he was throwing me around like a rag doll.
Yeah.
And even Chris, I'm like, I've had 20 or 25 fights, and these younger guys, fresh in their careers, are throwing me around. And boy, he used to clean me up. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But yeah, it was an eye opener. It was like the skill set was just, yeah, like beyond what I knew. You know what I
We
mean?
remember when we first moved to egg blade, we were on the floor more than we stood.
Yeah, I know. And my neck would always like be sore from clinching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, the training at 8 blades is completely different. So it was chalk and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that back in the day, you guys train much harder than egg blade actually train right now. So tell us a little bit, like, what's your usual routine back in the day when egg blade just started, right? That time, yeah.
Yeah, it was fresh. It was down
Alexis,
at.
I'm so
Sip-
sorry,
oh,
but you gotta go closer.
sorry. Getting told off. Yeah, look, it was different. It was hard. It was very, very hard. You know, we used to have new guys come into the gym, and we all put bets on. I'm like, I'll give them 3 days, or I'll give them a week. I swear to God, like they're not going to last. That's legit. Because it was so intense. Like we'd still go. All of us will go for their run. We'll come back, do our skip knees. Then when we hit the bag, not for 3 rounds.
I'm gonna break that down. So how long for the run when you go for a run? When you went
5Ks. It was either if it was short when it was running short on time, we'll go for the 3.5. Sorry, not 5 or 6. Or we go the long run with 6Ks and back.
Yeah.
And you know,
then
trying
when
to
you
keep
come
up with
back-
Alex, you get to the half point. And then you lose him on the way back. He used to sprint back and fucking like you die by the time you get back because you always want to try and keep up with him, but you can't. And then if you do, you're so fucking tired when you get back. It's hard to maintain the training regime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We hit the bag, intense pad work
Yeah. So on the backs, how many rounds do you do before you
until
get
your
back?
number's called.
So that's
You-
more than 5, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, you sometimes you don't even hit pads. If you're not fighting, you don't hit pads. You know what I mean? It was a luxury. You know what I mean? So the guys who are fighting, they get priority. You're just secondary.
Yeah.
And you get your pads, but it was intense. Everything was intense. Sparring was intense. The clinching was intense. And there was no,
Yeah.
no, it's fucking, you get pumped
Yeah.
from the second you get there to when you're done, it's high intensity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
These days, fighters just wait around just to get pads. They don't even go on the back. So
Yeah,
everything.
like I'll be very honest. It was just it was me, Alex, Chris, and then Quan came along, right? And obviously Ross and Adrian were around. It was the Fantastic Four. No, the 4 of us were consistent. We were active, very active, and we needed to build each other up. I mean, there's a couple of guys that came and left and whatnot, and they were in, but we helped each other grow. You know what I mean? And we had to pick it up because they're going to help you with your fight. You know what I mean? You had to be there. You had to put it on your partner. You had to help them, pick them.
Yeah.
But now, like, to be honest, completely honest, look, for the last few fights I've had, or for the last year, whatever, the dynamics have changed at 8 blades. It's
The team
I'm
has
not.
grown.
It's
lot.
massive.
Yeah.
The team's massive now. But it's not as hard as it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's definitely.
And I guess Boy found that like these days when they push them too much, they tend to get injured because they're not as tough as.
They're not as tough. They're
Yeah.
fucked. There are a lot of them. Like they're Phil. What's the word I'm looking for? It's they feel what's the word I'm looking for?
You ask me, you never get it.
They feel
Ah,
privileged.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like like I think they expect everything to be handed out on a
Yeah.
silver platter.
Yeah.
But it's not like that,
Yeah.
man. They're just fucking soft. Like
And that comes to the mindset as well. Like back in the day, like you guys and the whole team, like Chris, oh my God, you guys' mindset are so tough that when you get into the ring, even if you get knocked down, you'll get back up and try to get
yeah,
back. But fighters these days, you can see they get knocked down and they give up
they
because
step,
their
yeah.
training is not as hard, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the training. It's not just a trade. Like you win the fight in the gym. Whatever comes in out of the fight, it's a bonus. You win. You've already done the hard yards. You've been belted in training.
Yeah.
You sweat the floor at training. Everything has been done at the gym. So when it comes to the fight, you're already prepared. You're for that. For that grind. You know what I mean? It's different times, different generation. But yeah, look, the new generation is different. Very softer, much softer. Sorry. But yeah, the training was very intense back then. But over the last few camps of mine, I've seen that obviously they have to cater for everybody.
Yeah.
We didn't have amateurs back in the day. It was just pro.
Yeah.
You fight, you have to fight. You kill or be killed.
Yeah.
That's how it was. We
Yeah.
didn't have amateurs to grow our profile and skill set. We grew on the job. I went straight to pro.
Yeah.
You learn from fight to fight.
Yeah.
But amateur records, just, oh yeah, you did good this fight, well done, give you a pat on the back. Next one, oh, I want to try this and this one. Yeah, the amateur fights, yes, it's good to grow your skills. So when you do become pro, you're at a decent level. We didn't have that. We just fucking jumped in, got belts. So, oh, fuck, I'm not going to do that again. it didn't work out this way, so we're going to try something. We're going to grow with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like, yeah, like with the amateur scene, like if we had that back then, we would have taken as many fights as we could until we were ready.
Yeah.
But like we didn't have that opportunity. Like none. Like you jumped straight to pro.
Yeah. Back
Yeah.
then there was no more type.
I only had one amateur, and I was just waiting around for another amateur, and there was nothing.
Mm.
So it was struggle town for people that really wanted to fight amateur before jumping to pro. But yeah, so like if anyone's watching this and you're doing amateurs, like just do it and learn as you go along. Like with Alexi, he just like pretty much jumped straight into pro and learned every fight to change. Yeah, that's.
But look, the standard is a lot higher now, which is great. Like I love this, the Muay Thai. The standard is really high. But at the same time, everyone's being sheltered into this amateur umbrella where they're too scared to take that leap of faith. So it's like there used to be so many shows back then and heaps of fighters. There's still heaps of fighters now, but they're still doing amateurs. They're not really ready to take that leap into the pro card. You know
So,
what I mean?
in your opinion, how many amateur they should have before they turn pro?
Look, when I was with 168, I had my guys. I had three. I think I had two of them turn pro from amateur. So I grew them to the amateurs. So I had Alex and Daniel. Daniel had 5 amateurs in a year. Alex had 4.
Yeah. I think that's a good number. 5, no more than
Yeah, but
that.
that was all in like that 1 year, 1.5 years. I'm like, yeah, no, that's enough. You've grown. Like, I'm not going to keep you here amateur for like fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
It's like, but look, that's all a testament to the trainer and the training as well. Obviously, some people don't get it. Some people take a lot longer. It just depends on the individual as well. So, if these guys weren't ready, I wouldn't put them into pro. Like, some people need that extra time to make sure they are able to defend themselves, and and they're learning. It's more about the defense. And if you're an amateur, if you're doing amateurs and you've lost all 5 fights, well, you're not going to go into pro. Like that's just stupid. You know what I mean? Like you need to have.
Now your coach, do you coach them as hard as like
Yes.
you were
Yep.
trained?
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
So I train them, my amateurs, I train them as hard as I got trained when I was a pro. There's no middle ground. There's no, oh yeah, no, that's still better. No, fuck that. Each camp is a hard camp.
Yeah.
I want to make sure you're over prepared instead of under prepared.
Yeah.
So if I say, oh yeah, you're going to fight amateurs, next month, you got a 5-week camp.
Yeah.
Don't get matched, bad luck, keep going. Next one. It's going to be hard. It's a gradual increase, of course, but it's hard.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't do soft. Yeah, it's something like I've taken that old school mentality with the amateurs now. So by the time they do go pro, they're mentally prepared for it. You know what I mean?
And it shows your first. Is that your first pro student, Cruz?
No.
No.
Alex.
Oh, Alex.
and
Yeah.
Daniel.
Sorry. Yeah.
So Cruz is actually my personal own. And he actually been training under me doing PTs. So like I started doing PTs with him during COVID, and then he hasn't stopped doing PTs for the last fucking 5 years now. Know what I mean? Or 4 years, and then after a while, I got him to do an amateur fight, and I was like, I convinced him, and then he won that. He got excited. I put him in through a couple more, but he didn't get matched, or he did get matched, and opponent pulled out, and after a while, I'm like, fuck, I think it's time just to throw you in as a pro. And the first fight he had, he won KO.
Oh my knee! Oh my god!
First pro, and then I chucked him in the second one. When was it? A couple months ago. And he came out strong. But the training is intense. The training is hard. That's just the mindset I've put onto him. Like I've carried that over. So when he's in a fight camp, it's high, 100% high intensity. You know what I mean? So he actually said to me after the first round, he's like, my leg's fucked. I'm like, fuck your leg. Worry about it tomorrow. Got 2 more rounds. Keep going. And he kept going. And he kept kicking because it was a mindset. He's like, no, you're not giving up. You're going to keep going. Yes, you're sore. You're injured. Keep going. Can you walk? Keep going. If you can kick, keep kicking. Worry about it tomorrow. That's what I said to him. And he did. Different mindset. But yeah, here's my little prodigy. But yeah. Hardest, there's different definitions of hard. My hardest fight mentally was when I fought Singdam, only because he was a legend. I was afraid of him, but at that time I knew he's a man. He bleeds like we all do. Know what I mean? So mentally, I knew he was a legend. I had the best fight camp of my life. Physically, mentally, like I overcame that. But fuck, I got sick. I was sick when I fought him. Yeah, it was shit. That was. I had a sinus infection for like 3 weeks, and I couldn't breathe, and it was just shit timing, really shit timing.
But why didn't you pull out?
I want to know, like,
I've never pulled out of a fight unless I couldn't walk, which is probably not a good thing because there's been fights where I should have pulled out, but I didn't, and it cost me.
Yeah, so in those fights, did you regret it?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And which fights were those ones?
So, no, one, I fought Pat Richards on Warriors Way years ago. I had food poisoning the week before. Literally, I was cutting weight. I got Nando's, and then a couple hours later, I was vomiting. I was bedridden. Like, I had a full fever. I know how you think you're going to die? Yeah, I had that feeling. And I was in the middle of the water load, and I was so fucking drained that on Monday I'm like, I've lost all this weight, but I'm so weak. So I started hydrating and then dehydrating as well. So I was fucking cooked. That was one. 2 was I fought Roy Wills. That was the biggest mistake of my life. I was in Thailand training a bunch of mech with the team, with Chris and Alex, and Boy was there. And then I got cellulitis. If you know it, cellulitis is like a blood infection. So I had a cut on my and all that bacteria on those bags and whatnot. It's like staph, but it gets into the blood. So I got a really bad infection. I went to the hospital. I was one night. I was in bed with my missus, and when you got a fever that bad that you think you're gonna die. Like I was shaking, and my missus was actually scared that I was gonna cark it, but I survived. And then Boy took me to the doctors and gave me some tablets and stuff, and I was shipping off back home the next day, as soon as we got home, I went straight to the hospital and they gave me like IV, like antibiotics. My leg was, I don't know if you remember the fight or if you've seen it, like you'd see my shin, I had it taped up. I had two ankle guards onto it. I couldn't kick. It was even touching it was sore. Yeah. Anyway, I fucked up. Like it was a week later, and I'm like, I shouldn't have taken a fight. Your ego gets the better of you. I'm like, fuck it. Anyway, I got cleaned up. Really fucked me up that fight, and yeah, I just didn't perform. It was one of those fights where boy was going to walk off for me because your mind was thinking about something else and not thinking about what you need to do and what you should have done and whatnot. So it was, yeah, it was just one of those regrets. But
Damn. Yeah. Wow. What about, because I know girls, we deal a lot of like self-doubt thing, but with guys, I don't know. Do you have any like self-doubt leading up to any fights? Like could be the hardest fight you had and things like that.
you always doubt yourself. Like you always think, oh, you know, what happens if I get knocked out? Or, you know, you think about their strength and, oh, what happens if they get me with that? Or, you know, but at the end of the day, it's oh, yeah, you try and override it and think, fuck, I'm dangerous too. I can hurt you just like you can hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's all mental. It's you just need to override those doubts. But yeah, that comes out to the mental strength as well.
Like how, like in the first couple of fights, was it more intense than what it was? And how did you overcome those like mental barriers?
You're always afraid of the unknown. So my first fight, I was shitting myself. Shit myself. I don't know because you don't know what's to happen. It's your first ever fight, and that's how my guys are too. It's like fucking so scared. I get it. I've been there. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to get hurt. You just don't know. You don't know if you're going to get cleaned up. Is your skill good enough to? As good as theirs. You know, are they gonna beat me up? You know, you just don't know. It's the scare of the unknown. That first fight, I was fucking shitting myself. And you know, you had your first fight. I got a TKO. Happy days. You know, I cleaned him up. Perfect. Going into the second fight. So that first fight was a pro. It was like a pro-am. Not pro-am, but like novice. I had shin pads on, but it was full contact. You know what I mean? It was sort of like an amateur, but not.
I think they used to call it like semi-pro.
Did you say?
Yeah,
Yeah,
semi-pro or
so
something like that. Yeah.
the shin pads. And then the second one, I was at Don Miller's show. What was it called? It was a super fight. Do you remember he had a show back in the 8-man tournament? So I fought there, and then when I got there, they said to me, "Oh, there's no shin pad." I fucking shit myself. And because this is a different level now. There's no shin pads. I don't know. He's gonna kick me. It's gonna hurt. How's my shin's gonna feel? You know what I mean? Like shit hurts when there's no shin pads. You know what I mean? Like it hurts when there was shin pads. Anyway, it's that unknown. You're afraid of the unknown. But you knocked out the boy, body kick, happy days.
And was it hurt? The first kick?
No.
Yeah, because of
As
the
soon as they kicked
adrenaline.
me, I
Yeah.
checked that first kick. I'm like, oh, it's not so bad. It was just because you're afraid of the unknown. It's all mental. It's all a mental game.
Mental coach for these times, or did you just
No, just fucking power through, man. It's different. Like I always say, the guys who fight are mentally unstable. You have to have something wrong up here to be able to do what you do. You know what I mean? Like I've had, I'm just this is my personal experience. I had a fucked up childhood, so I'm mentally unstable. You know, I got a lot of trauma that I didn't deal with. That I sort of dragged it through my fight career. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm not going to talk about my childhood trauma.
That was my second question.
But it was that mental trauma that I had of, you know, not being able to achieve anything or letting people down or, you know, being shunned upon because you've achieved nothing. That dragged on into my fight career. And that's what helped me push through a lot of that mental game, you know, just to overcome. Because I'm like, fuck you. I'm going to prove every cunt wrong. You know what I mean? So that's my personal experience. Whoever fights isn't normal up here because you don't do this because it's the normal thing to do. You know, go play fucking tennis or something that's not going to hurt you. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my personal opinion.
Yeah. That's when you first started and that's how you feel. What about now? Because you're still, hello. you're still fighting. So what's your why? Has that changed from the first few fight until now? Why are you still fighting?
Everyone says, "Oh, why haven't you retired?" Oh, I thought you retired. What can I say? I retired. Unless I say it from my mouth, I'm not. I haven't retired. Yeah, I've slowed down. Look, I guess that mental fucking trauma is still there that I haven't dealt with. In 15 years. I haven't dealt with my shit. Is this PG or is it just fuck it?
Go
All
for
right,
it.
cool. All right, cool. I still have some fucking trauma, but it's not that I can't let go. I love fighting. It's self achievement. You know, it's doing something that I know, not that I'm good at, but I know that not everyone can do what I can do. I've put myself in a position where, you know, there's people out there that wish they could do what you could do. You know what I mean? So it's sort of, there's a couple of reasons. Yes, I haven't dealt with my trauma. I love fighting. I'm good at what I do to an extent. You know what I mean? But also to stay in it. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. I don't want to let go. I'm not ready to let go yet. You know, and I'm not going to say I'm going to retire and then fuck tomorrow I'm going to come back for another fight. I don't want to do that. Like, I know I'm at my last legs. You know, I've slowed down. Not just because I haven't, more so because there's not enough shows that put me on. But but yeah, I know I'm on my last legs. I know that. So might be next year, might be the year after. Look, this year I had one fight. Last year I had 2, 3. So I'm slowing down. So why do I still fight? Because I'm not ready to let go. But we know it's coming. We know it's coming.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
You should know.
Absolutely. We're the same age.
Hey, we're the same age.
Yeah.
Why haven't you stopped?
Well, it's coming, like you said, exactly the same.
It's coming.
And yeah, I want to feel like I'm done, but I'm almost there.
But you know, like I know that my time is coming.
Yeah.
Am I ready to let go? No. I've always said, like last year, even after my fights, I said, you know, I want to keep fighting till I can't. So when these young kids are beating me up, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah, but now you're still winning.
Look, the last couple, obviously the last one I lost because it was short 2 weeks notice. Literally, I took a fight on 2 weeks notice.
You were sick?
I actually got sick.
Yeah.
I was sick. Literally
You're
the day.
so sick on pads.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that day. Look, shit happens, man. Look, that day I accepted the fight, I got sick. I was in bed. I was fucked. I came to the gym. I was still training. I had a chest infection, fucking sinus infection. I'm like, fuck it. Just keep going. I already said yes. I've already committed. And then, you know, I took 1 week of solid training. And then the next week was focusing on the weight cut. So I lost 10 kilos, trained for a week and jumped in for 5 rounds, which I haven't done in a long time. I'm like, fuck it, YOLO.
That's all in like your mindset and experience, right?
Yeah.
That, like keep
So
you up there.
my fitness got me, my fitness let me down. My experience got me through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I had given up because I was tired, I was fucked. I was tired.
Yeah.
But my experience kept me alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I was like, oh, no, I can't do it, he would have fucking knocked me out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but look, I'd love a rematch on a full cap. But just in saying that, yes.
Yeah. Look, you promoting your own show now. Maybe you could be a main event.
Yeah, look, I will have my retirement fight on my show.
Oh, here we go. He announced it.
Yeah, it might be next year. Look, I've achieved everything I wanted to achieve. There's obviously a couple of things I wanted to achieve, but it hasn't come my way. I don't know when that's going to stop, but yeah, look, my retirement fight will be on my show.
Nice. Oh my God.
It might be next year, might be the year after. I don't know. So yes, we have started. Well, look, I haven't started. Emma started Warriors Way. He took a break after COVID, and he was sort of sick of the industry. And you know, he approached me and said, "Is it? Do you want to do it with me?"
And that's what my question will be. So pretty much you change your role from not change, you're still fighting, but like from fighters to coach and now a promoter.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, what do you think that like when you were a fighter, you didn't see this side the same as a promoter.
Mm.
Does that make sense? My question. Yeah, like what's the side that what's the thing that you feel like when you were a fighter you didn't see this side, but then when you're a promoter you feel like this is
Yeah. That's why the promoter made me do this or do that.
Yeah, look, it's a different, completely different. I have a respect for promoters, and there's a lot of things that fighters don't see in the back. Yeah, all the organizing and the paperwork and whatnot. So I found a newfound respect for them. But now I'm both. I've started promoting, and I'm still fighting. I have the knowledge of a fighter and the promoter. Now I understand what fighters need and what promoters want, and I found that balance and understanding that let's just say, look, I'm a fighter. I'm still broke, still renting my house. Do you understand? I want to try and change that. Yes, obviously this first couple, I was learning. The first promotion I did with Hammer, I was learning. I didn't know what to expect. I don't know what's going to cost what. It was a learning curve. And now the last one was a good learning experience for me. So now this one, I know where to spend money, where not to spend money, what to organize, how to organize it, when to do it by, like you find your platform, your strategies and, your timelines and what you need to do and when. But hopefully try and bring that, that purse up, because I've had nearly 60 fights. I'm still fucking broke. If I invested all this time that I did into Muay Thai, into a business, I would have grown that business. But I used to work, make sure my job fits into my training regime. And I didn't get paid for the first 5-6 fights. You know what I mean? I didn't get paid. All these guys are getting paid now. Even if it's $300-400, they're still getting something.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I didn't get paid for the first couple fights as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muay Thai fighters, they're doing it because
You do it
we
because you love it.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, I want to build a sport. It's like, fuck, man, I dedicated my whole life to this sport. I'm still fucking broke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's time we try and change that. Yes, some promotions will give you more money because you sell tickets. That's how it goes. Yeah, you sell me fucking 1,000 tickets. I'll give you fucking 10 grand, whatever. Yeah, it's a business. I understand the business now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, yes, you want to grow the sport. Yes, you want to look after the fighters. You want to give them more money. And yes, you want to still put money in your own pocket. But there's that balance.
Yeah. So how important it is for fighters to sell tickets?
Well, if they don't sell tickets, how are we going to pay anything? Unless you got some good sponsors that help you with that.
So you're saying if you have to choose 2 fighters, one could sell tickets and one don't sell any tickets. You would choose the one.
And of course, you put
sell tickets.
100%. It makes sense.
Important.
Fucking oath it does. Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're not going to sell me tickets, it's that if you're not going to sell tickets and you're asking for like fucking $5 grand, why the fuck would I give you that money? You know what I mean? Like, there's no return on investment.
But how about if the fighter was like amazing fighter, but like they just couldn't sell tickets, but they were like one of the best,
Skillful wise,
skillful wise, everything, but just couldn't sell tickets.
Then that's up to the promoter. Look, yes, I actually got someone, I like their style. They're not going to sell me any tickets, but I'm going to put them on because I like them. I like their style. That you can build them a little bit. Like, I like watching them fight, which I'm going to put them on. They're not costing me an arm and a leg yet, but I'm sure they will in future. You know what I mean? But it's that balance. I'm all about that style, and that's fine. Other shows are ready for just want banging fights. I want somewhere in between. You know what I mean? I want good fights, but I want cracking fights. You know what I mean? And I want good fights. I just want good cracking fights. So if you're a good fighter, I'll put you on. You're going to sell me, some people are not going to sell me fuck all. And I've learned that in these last 2 shows. And that's fine. There's a balance. Some people will bring me more, others will bring me less. But if no one's bringing me nothing, how am I going to fucking run a show? You know what I mean? Doesn't make sense.
It's like you need to try. I guess you need to meet in the middle, right? Yeah, you need to try as well as.
These days, people, they want more money, but it's like, the promoters aren't going to put you on if you're not selling them anything. Like, you have to bust your ass. Like, my whole career, I tried to push my fucking ass to try and sell tickets.
Yeah.
I had a good following. Now it's a little bit better, because I was at 2 gyms and, well, 3 gyms, and people will come,
Yeah.
right? So I can sell some tickets. Hey, go inside. Hey, get out of here. Aaliyah, get him out, please. This is how it goes. This is my life. But yeah, like I used to bust my ass. Yeah, sometimes I used to have the same guys that used to come to every single fight. Tickets are expensive, man. They used to want front row tickets. You're fighting every month. That's like $150 a fight. Mate, that's like a loan repayment. Know what I mean?
And if you fight every month, every 2 months.
But yeah, at the same time, if these guys, there's some guys, getting $400-500, they haven't got a pay increase for the last, 8 fights. Why not? Are you busting your ass to try and sell tickets, or are you just expecting them to pay you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You sell it, they'll pay you more.
Yeah, that makes
Like,
so much sense. Yeah.
You gotta try. You actually have to try. Obviously, for the promotion, but for yourself, you gotta build your own profile. You want people to come and watch you. It's not just about I'm a good fighter and they'll come. No, they won't come. They won't come. You gotta push yourself. You gotta build your profile. Well, look, even on social, a lot of fighters they got no profile. They're dead silent. Like, social wasn't really a thing for us back then, but look, now you got all these Instagram fucking superstars, and they've got a following. People want to come and watch them, and then they can negotiate higher purse. So I'm like, all right, you've had 3 fights, whatever, but I'll bring you fucking 100 people. Promoters are gonna help you. Yeah,
Absolutely. So it's important self-promoting these days.
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
you gotta try.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your upcoming show.
Okay.
The Second Warriors
Yes,
Way.
second Warriors Way for me.
Well, let's start with the main card. Obviously, you got Thaksin Leg.
Jackson Leg,
Yes.
one of the hardest guys to fucking.
Yeah, so you mentioned that's the hardest fight to get matched. Yeah,
Yeah,
tell
look,
us a little bit.
Jackson Leg was really hard because there's not enough highly skilled people in Australia that will fight him. Not a lot of people want to fight him, and there's only a handful of people that I said, "Fuck, that'll be a good match for him." So I'll try and get them, but they're all busy. They're booked for other shows, or it's too close to someone else's show, and it's like, "Fuck, okay." But then I'm like, "Who the fuck am I going to get for T-Leg?" But then I'm like, "Oh." Then I thought Dominic Reed from New Zealand. He's built a profile in Australia. He's been fighting since I was fighting in brute force.
Yeah.
George Kolobov brought him down on one of his shows. He fought Chris Nguyen. That's how long ago.
How long he's been in the scene.
Yeah. He knocked out Brandon Spain up in Queensland. I think Muay Thai League last year. I'm like, oh fuck, perfect. Dominic Reed was, he's a puncher. He pushes forward. I'm like, that's good. You got a technical fighter and someone that just comes to punch on. And then he got injured. I got him. Literally, I'm like, fuck. I got him on the show, and then there was another couple of names that I tried to get because I'm like, oh, they've built their names in Thailand. From Westerners building their names in Thailand, so I'm like, you know what? Then Ben came up, I'm like, fuck, perfect. We'll get him over. So that was the hardest fight to match because unless you're importing, I don't want to do visas. I don't want to bring people from overseas. I want the local guys to fight. New Zealand's not that far away. You don't need a visa. I'll bring them over. Know what I mean? But yes, that was my main event. That was the most difficult thing I've done. I had to match up, which was impossible. And then my semi-main. So I got my semi-main is the boys, Kian and Ben Killian. State title. Yeah. So they fought on the last show in the 4-man. They were the finalists. I thought it was a cracking fight. I'm like, oh, these boys, they've come up in that weight division. I think they're worthy as a rematch under a 5-round. Know what I mean? I thought I'll give them an opportunity. So yeah, that's my semi-main, and then Joanna. We got Joanna.
Is that the only female bout?
Yeah, only female. So I only had
Not yet.
Warriors Way or JS Muay Thai.
Yeah. So what about this one?
Do you know what? She's fighting Michelle, right? For those who don't know, the poster came out yesterday. The matchup's already up. It actually wasn't even my idea. They gave me Michelle's name. I'm like, fuck, who am I going to match up Michelle with? And then I had a chat with Indy. It's like, oh, why don't you ask Joe? I'm like, Joe, she hasn't fought in, I don't know, when's the last time you fought, man? Like last year. Was like a long time ago. And I'm like, fuck, she hasn't done anything for a while. I'm like, is she fighting? I'm like, oh, it's not a bad idea. I'll see if she's available, if we can get her on. And I spoke to Dom. I'm like, well, yeah, well, give me some time and I'll let you know. I'm like, oh, then fucking, here we go. We got her on board. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, amazing. This
So,
is
yeah,
gonna be
it's,
a cracker.
I'm
fight.
actually really excited for this fight. It's probably the one fight I'm actually looking forward to.
Yeah.
Because I know both girls' styles.
It's gonna be an entertaining fight for sure.
100%. Like this is the
Yeah.
one fight I'm excited
Yeah.
about because I know both girls are
Yeah.
strong and aggressive, and yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. Gonna be a good war.
And the bonus promoters dream is they're both gonna bring the crown.
Yeah,
So they're
100%.
gonna sell tickets, and this is the thing. The fighters, they're entertaining, but they also sell tickets. So
Yeah, 100%.
any promoters would want them on.
Now, hey man, what are you doing, bro?
I want to be in the podcast.
But you're all
Come
what?
on.
Come. I know.
Okay. Yeah, but we appreciate what you do for Muay Thai scene. You've been in the scene for so long. So thank you, Alexi. You're actually the
Overtime.
longest podcast
Oh,
we've
shit.
ever done.
What are we
but
on?
There's so much we
Oh
want
shit!
to know
Sorry, I
about
drained your
these
life. Sorry, people.
guys.
There's so much to tell, but
I
so
know,
little
it's not
time.
enough time, but he's actually the longest one, and I'm sure that you all want to listen to him more. So maybe we bring him back for the next one.
Next time.
But this is really hard to like bring the kids and come all the way here. So really appreciate that.
Thank you for having me, guys. I really
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
There's one question that we always ask at the end.
There
Is
we go.
there Nah, nothing crazy. It's like for the next generation, is there any advice that you want to give to the viewers through your experience?
Take as many fights as you can. Don't rely on one or two promotions. Fight on every fight as you can. Train hard. Do your best. Always try and achieve more. Do better. Be better. Know what I mean? Always try to grow. Just grow mentally, physically. Just grow. That's my advice. Just do more. Be better. Do better. Be better.
Do better, be better. I like that.
Someone's going to use it now. But you know what? Listening to Alexi's story today, like, really inspired me. In so many, like, segments that you were telling about your story, I swear to God, like, it hit me really deep in the heart. Like, thank you for, like, sharing
Sorry,
your
man.
story.
It's
No,
the old
good,
guy.
no.
Some wisdom from the old. Wisdom from the old guy. The old man,
Yeah.
old duck over here too.
Well, thanks, old man.
My pleasure.
Well, thanks everyone for tuning in and listening to our podcast. So stay tuned for the next one.
And please like and subscribe to our channel for more viewers, for
Viewers,
news and
tickets.
stories from other fighters.
tickets to Warriors Way, August 2nd. We have Joanne La.
Yeah, if you want tickets, please shoot us a message.
It's gonna be a sold out show. So bye.
See ya. If you want tickets, please shoot us a message.
It's gonna be a sold out show. So bye.